What's up, everybody?
What's going on, peeps? Yo.
Another week, another dollar.
Yeet.
Well, more than $1.
Dude, $5.
$5.
No, we make $5 per episode. No, I'm kidding. We don't even make shit. We don't make shit, dude. Actually, Mikowski commented on our video and went, "You guys make a outstanding podcast for free? Come on, guys." I think it was a little bit satirical, but anyways, dude,
I'll take it either way.
do you watch Star Wars?
No.
Have you ever watched Star Wars?
Well, I mean, I have in the past, but I haven't watched Mandalorian.
Okay. All right. I was going to ask that, dude. It is such a good show, dude.
You're one of the few people I've heard say that.
One of the few people,
Mm-hmm.
like it's minority that's saying that, and most people are
Yes.
saying it's garbage.
Yeah, not garbage.
What the fuck, dude?
Not garbage, but just like it's so inaccurate, and there's a lot of plot holes,
Yeah.
and it's just like all the original actors are ashamed of the series and how they took it. And
Dude, I don't get that. Like,
I'm not saying it's bad. That's just what I've read.
so basically, do you know who like Boba Fett is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Boba Fett wasn't even a true Mandalorian. He wasn't adverse in the Mandalore ways, right? So it's really hard to describe. So I mean, I do a bunch of. You see how much.
So is the Mandalorian more like a brotherhood?
It's kind of brotherhood, yeah.
Okay.
It's not a race. It's not a race of
Gotcha.
people. It's not. It originated a race of people, but then it became like it wasn't even humans for a while, and then it's a brotherhood. Exactly. It's like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
It's just like Assassin's Creed. But anyways, Assassin's Creed in space with flamethrowers and
Pew pew pew.
yeah. But anyways, so yeah, it's weird because like, so it's telling the story about this guy, and like he's a pretty good guy, but you never see his face, and it's good, dude. Honestly, did you watch the old Star Wars, like
Yeah.
the ones from like
I watched
79?
the first 6.
Okay, all right. And you haven't watched any of the new ones?
No.
Those are pretty shit, dude. The new
That's
ones
why I
kind of
didn't
suck.
even-
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's when it started to get, well, that's when Disney bought it over.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, hey, we're going to do a new,
We're going to make it weird.
we're going to do
Yeah.
3 new movies.
Yeah. Which, dude, like, I don't really care, like, if a movie does this, but, like, you can tell it's, like, way too prevalent is, like, the SJW, like, theme in it, you know?
Okay.
I don't care, you know, neither here nor there, but when it's a pressing issue every time that, like, women are powerful people. Like, yeah, we get it. We know you.
There was never a question in any of the old Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. There's
There was
always
plenty of
equality.
badass women.
Yes, exactly. There's a bunch of women Jedi and stuff like that, dude, throughout all of Star Wars mythos. Anyways, so I like the old ones, though, because, dude, they had practical effects. Not everything was CGI.
It's kind of like the Lord of the Rings, how the new one, The Hobbit.
The Hobbit, dude.
Yep.
None of the orcs are real, dude. Like,
Where they had hundreds of actors for the old ones.
Thousands of actors dressed up in orc fucking costumes and shit. Dude, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I like that, how they have practical effects. Like, okay, I'm kind of going to spoil it for people that haven't seen the first episode, but you've probably seen the memes.
We can put that in the title.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Nah, dude, we won't even put a spoiler alert, dude. Who cares?
Surprise.
This is one episode in, and you've already all seen the memes, dude. It's Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
You know, you've already seen it.
I
Anyways.
saw your tweet about it.
Yeah.
You seemed a little
It's
heated.
not fucking Yoda, dude. Don't call him Baby Yoda. We don't know if it's even Yoda yet. It could be a clone of Yoda. Sure, then let's call him Baby Yoda. We don't fucking know yet. That's not a species name. His species is unknown, dude. By the way, I'm super big fucking Star Wars nerd.
I remember I watched a video about that.
Yeah.
Where it's his species, even throughout the entire lore of Star Wars, has never been mentioned, even what planet it's from.
Nope, exactly.
How many there are, besides saying that they're extremely rare.
Yeah, and we've only seen 2 in the movies.
I only remember Yoda. I don't
Yoda
remember
and then
one.
Yaddle, which was the female version.
Okay.
She was on the Jedi Council. You remember in like number 1, 2, and 3, where it was like Mace Windu played
That
by,
sounds yeah.
and then there was Yoda on the council, and then like on the other side of the room, and it'd barely pan over to her ever. She'd be sitting there all gremlin looking shit. Dude.
I think I remembered.
Yaddle.
I remembered her as looking like the one chick from Monsters Inc., the receptionist.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah,
That
I
one,
don't know what her name is.
kinda, yeah.
I don't know what her name.
I mean,
is.
she looks like a gremlin, dude. You ever watch Gremlins? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she looks exactly like a gremlin.
I don't remember which one I watched, but I watched one of them.
Yeah, I don't even remember either.
They were terrible, but they were good as like an 8-year-old, but terrible as.
I actually watched 2 of them. Right, the first one was decently scary, as Gremlins 1.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, it's pretty horrific. It's these little cuddly things, and then you get water on them, and they fucking turn. And then I was like, all right, so yeah. And then my dad's like, hey, you want to watch Gremlins 3? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, of course, that was a fun movie to watch. You know what I mean? I'm not into horror movies or anything, but that was a fun movie to watch. Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, they just do a gremlin. They take the word gremlin and do everything that you could possibly do with the gremlin. They're like, electro gremlin? Yeah, throw them in. Like, there's
Was
literally
that the
gremlin.
one that was set where it's all happening in like the office building?
I think so. I don't know.
Because I think that's the one I've seen.
But then there's like a spider gremlin. It's got like spider legs. They're like, yeah, spider gremlin. Lady gremlin. What
Yeti
else?
Gremlin.
Yeah, dude, shit like that, dude. They're like Dr. Gremlin.
It's kind of like the movie series Tremors.
Yeah.
The first movie was really good.
Yeah.
Second one was all right too.
Third
But then
and fourth?
after that,
It's like Scorpion King 3, dude.
those-
Scorpion King 1. Scorpion King 2. Scorpion King 3.
or movies I feel that no one talks about anymore are the Mummy movies.
Yeah.
I like those movies.
Dude, I love the Mummy movies. Even the third one was okay, dude.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
Still, that was the
With
one where
fucking Jet Li.
yeah,
It was like the Asian and like took place in like whatever Japan, feudal Japan, some shit like that. No, they didn't travel back in time to there. It was just at a tomb or something.
it was the underground tomb with all the soldiers.
Yeah, terracotta warrior. So that's what it was. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, dude, you got to watch that. I'll give you my Disney Plus, dude. You got to watch The Mandalorian.
Dude, can I use it for your ESPN Plus?
Can you use my ESPN Plus?
You should have it if you got the Hulu and Disney Plus.
I don't know if I got the Hulu Disney Plus back.
Because if you did that, it comes with the ESPN Plus. They'll show a lot of the old fights, and then they'll eventually post the pay-per-views that happen.
No way,
So
dude.
then we could watch them on here whenever you come over and
yeah,
stuff.
fair enough, dude. We'll
If
look
not,
it up.
I'm gonna end up paying for it.
We'll look it up. Because honestly, dude, like I didn't even pay for it, dude. It's my mommy, dude. My mommy pays for my Disney Plus.
Something cool that I found out that you guys should know too. I didn't know this, but I was trying. Oh, about that TV show that I was telling you about, the Night Fight one. But
what was it?
Night Fight.
What is it? Oh, where it's like MMA with the knights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was going to try and watch this show because I saw it on YouTube. I'll tell you about it in a sec. But I went to go. I found out it was available on the History Channel app. If you have Comcast Xfinity, you get a free login to watch videos on the History Channel of like the TV show The Universe. You can watch every episode that's ever happened out of like the 8 seasons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just tons
The
of
Universe, like the Science Channel?
the History Channel TV show.
It's just, okay, maybe.
Or just
Science Channel, I think.
a bunch of different things.
Yeah,
no,
yeah, I
it's
got
on
you.
the History Channel.
Okay, I got you.
Don't they have like a science? They have a bunch of science stuff on there. But I don't know if the Science Channel's separate or not.
Science Channel is made by Discovery, and which who makes the History Channel, I think. And it's just like, so Discovery
The
Channel.
whole conglomerate.
Yeah. They own everything. The
It's
fucking
like Google
monopoly, dude.
and Disney,
Yeah. Amazon.
Amazon, Bezos.
Dude, isn't that Jeff Bezos, man? Sorry, Jeff. We did not mean to mention your name. I know you're like a fucking
You think he cares?
Yeah, dude, he's going to kill us. So.
Yeah.
Because we call him
We
Monopoly.
are the greatest podcast in the world.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Us calling him out like that, it's gonna be pretty.
He's like, this podcast with 25 YouTube subscribers.
Mother,
Send in the big guns.
dox him. Dox him.
There was actually, I'm sorry, I don't mean to sidetrack, but there's this funny thing that Jeff Bezos could take over the world if he wanted to. He literally has enough money to have a private army now
I
that
would
could
say
take
that, but
on
more
the
of his
U.S. Army.
assets. Like if he gave in and broke privacy
Yeah.
terms and stuff, yes.
Yeah.
Even more so than what the military
100%.
would
But he has enough money to own his own private military and sustain it for like 30 years. That's bigger than the U.S., dude.
do. Yeah, that's not even worth it though.
No.
Like having a world economy the way it works now, there's still some issues, but
Yeah. Why would you want to be like a dictator like that either?
no, that's so much more stress.
Yeah, and your business is
Always having crosshairs on your forehead.
Yep.
It's not worth it.
Pew. Deflected. Pew. Pew.
I guess I'll talk about that TV show first, just
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people know about it, because the first 5 episodes are on
Night Fight.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Night Fight, as in like medieval knights. It's pretty cool. It's a TV show that each episode is about like 45 minutes, and all it talks about and shows is people that are in things like the Armored Combat League, where they do like 16v16, 5v5, 2v2, 1v1, armored, like medieval knight armored with blunted down swords and axes and
That's so
maces,
dope.
and just beat the shit out of each other.
That sounds like something I'd want to do.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. The only thing I wouldn't like is just when something hits your head, dude, that loud ding.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude, you'd have to get used to that. Because
hurts so bad.
But so in the show itself, all they do is bring 6 people on that are really good from the Armored Combat League or just from around the world in different tournaments.
They bring somebody from LARPing session.
They brought some guy on that was from college, and he's only like 28. He's studying to go get his graduate or his
In what?
PhD. And
Methodical studies.
no, it was something like, I don't know if it was
Or,
like law school or some kind of medical, but
Okay.
he was just he looked like some nerdy dude, but he won a lot of tournaments. He
Really?
won tons of them. But
Yeah.
so basically, they have 6 people come on, and then they have 2 rounds of a royale where it's free for all,
Yeah.
and they're
So cool.
3 people get chosen at first to go and on to the next round, and then the last 3 have to fight for the last spot in one last round. So one person has to show up and do a lot of shit in a minute and a half, and they get chosen, and then it's a 2v2, which from there they go to the next round, and they get given like different like specific era weapons. So like just to pull up an episode.
I got a question. Is this all over one day?
Yes.
This is only through one
This
day.
happens
This is like Ninja
throughout
Warrior
probably a
kind-
period in real time with all of them, probably 2 hours, because there's real
you
crowd there.
kidding
We
me?
could go see a show.
Yeah. That's just like that's upsetting because like, dude, you know how much stamina that probably takes out of you?
Well, think about it this way: it's the same thing as wrestling or MMA.
Well, yeah.
You can in wrestling, dude. There's been times I wrestled like 15 matches in a day.
I know. Yeah.
You know, it's
But-
well, not 15. I'm sorry. It
no,
was
but
10.
probably 10,
10
max. Yeah.
10 was the max that was allowed.
Yeah.
Well, maybe in practice, 15 matches. You know, just full ones
just
when we're
King of the
going
Mat
through-
or
yeah.
whatever, you know. There was times, where I made it through like King of the Mat, and then I was like, dude, that's like 12, 13 matches.
Okay. Really quick, just to finish this, go to the next round. It's
Yeah.
the 2v2.
Yeah.
They have they do themed weapons and armor from an era. So one of the episodes was Romans versus barbarians.
Yeah.
So going to the next round, one team had 2 different style Roman weapons and their shields and their armor.
Yeah.
And the barbarians had their vice versa for whatever that faction had.
Yeah.
And then they go at it from there. Whatever team wins 1v1, then they win. They do that for 7 episodes, so they have 7 champions.
Yeah.
And then the last episode, they go together.
All of the champions against.
Yeah, and whoever wins that is the tournament champion, and they leave with $20,000 in total.
So it's like Ninja Warrior. It's basically it's a structure of Ninja Warrior, just a totally different ball game.
Or how they used to do fight nights, where a lot of the pros in kickboxing, Muay Thai, MMA, they used to fight 3 times in one night through a little tournament.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen nearly that. I'm talking 5-10 years back.
Yeah.
That's not allowed anymore.
No,
really.
no, it's not. But yeah, you got to think how, dude, I mean, more so than wrestling, more so than MMA, more so than whatever, dude. I feel like this is more tiring because you have 300 pounds of metal on you, or close to.
It's usually
maybe
around
probably
150.
150.
100 to 150.
Yeah. Total overestimation.
Yeah, but
6,000.
These people do it for not even they do it for a living. Most of them, they have a main job, but they do this. They're the best in the world, and they're usually going to tournaments where they fight like that for probably 4 hours or 5 hours in a day. So this tournament,
that's true.
Because that takes a lot of stamina.
Enemas.
Enema.
Takes a lot of enemas to clean out your butthole.
But yeah. So it's not asking too much of them, because between each round they probably get a minute break.
Yeah.
And also after each major, after the big rounds where they move and they break down contenders, and they're in the armory for an hour and a half between the next round.
Yeah.
So, 90 minutes. And then they come back out, do the next rounds, and then before the 1v1, they have an hour and a half again.
Yeah.
So it's not...
Okay, fair enough.
It's not bam, bam, bam,
yeah,
bam.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. That'd be a ton of fun, dude. At least try once.
Oh, yeah.
I'd get fucked up, dude.
I'm sure there's...
I'd get ruined.
I'm sure that there's things that, especially in Michigan, there's a lot of, especially, when I went to college at OU, there was a lot of LARPers in the LARPer club there.
Yeah.
So, I'm sure some of them are eventually growing up to get into that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
This is what the big burly nerdy guys that were in LARPing now are just, I'm doing this for real, bitch.
Yeah. Electroball. Have you ever been to the Renaissance Festival?
I've been there, but I've been there twice, but it's been, I think, since I was like 7 or 8. I really wanted to go, but the opportunity never came.
It's like very similar. I guess they do the jousting and stuff like that.
I remember that.
Yeah. And like it's real jousting. They're doing it. They're not doing it with metal, I forgot what's even called, whatever, jousting stick. I think there's an actual certain name for it, I believe.
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Yeah, but they'll actually run at each other on horses. They'll go at each other on horses, and then hit each other in full like ironclad armor. And get knocked the fuck out, get knocked off. Whatever.
Sometimes they get up and fake punch each other and fight after and stuff.
No.
That happened to me when I went there.
Dude, you probably actually watched a real fight then.
To me, it didn't look.
It's probably a real fight.
It didn't look like it.
What the hell? You actually were supposed to hit me in the neck, dude. That would break your neck. Never mind. Nah. We're supposed to hit me in the high chest area. Gets up, he's all pissed. Yeah, dude. The one dude, he there's this thing that me and my buddy came up with. Like, we'd always get super baked, and then we'd make up little stories about people that aren't even real. So there's this one night that we came up with in our head, and it was Lenthansius the Great, or Lenthansius night or something like that. Basically, the story of Lanthantius is he's just a pothead knight, and like he'd be like, they'd be like, Lanthantius, we're being attacked. Do we need to go? We need to go into battle. We'll be like, yeah, okay, I'll meet up with you guys in like 30 minutes. You guys go out.
Sound Australian.
Yeah, I don't know. He'd be like, you guys go out on the battlefield. I'll meet up with you guys in 30 minutes. And then they'd come back all bloody and bruised, and he's like, oh shit, I forgot. But this is why does your room smell like weed? Well, you see, there's a little skunk near the bottom of the castle, and his smell just goes straight up, and it doesn't go anywhere except for in my room. It just comes through the window. Like, are you smoking weed? No, of course not.
What's weed?
What the hell is weed, man? Yeah, dude, we used to do that.
You mean reefer?
I don't smoke that shit. Y'all meet up with you guys in 30 minutes. You got it. Yeah, anyway, so one of the dudes at the Renaissance Festival, he started kind of like talking like that, and he's all like, dude, he looked like he's a pothead, dude.
I'm sure he's working
like,
at the Renaissance.
That's Lanthantius, dude. We got to put a face to the name, dude.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm happy when that happens.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, just come with some bullshit, and you're just like, huh, that guy is that person now. You know what I mean? He embodies this fake character that I made up.
Well, that's what I love about working at that one facility, dude, is giving so many people nicknames.
Yeah.
Just to have
Yeah.
because they never know.
Yeah.
It's just between you and the coworker.
Come with a full fucking life story for them. You're just like,
Yeah.
this guy grew up on a fucking, on a radish, on a radish farm.
That's why it's never been easy for me to sit in class. I just fade off into imaginary thoughts like that, or just staring at the floor, pretending whatever.
You're saying in class? Like,
yeah, just whenever growing up as a kid.
Yeah.
I would always have imaginary stories going on in my head, like what we do with, that type of stuff, giving people nicknames, fake lives.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I love doing that, man. I was such a weird kid, though, when I was growing up. Dude, I guess in school, it was like, dude, all I'd do is sit there. I wouldn't talk to anybody, and I'd just draw Dragon Ball Z characters, but not Dragon Ball Z characters, me as Dragon Ball Z characters, dude. I was like, fuck yeah, dude. I draw like the dragon in the background, dude, circling around. You see me powering up, dude. I'd make a spreadsheet of me normal, me powering up, and me super saiyan. It's like a fold out. Yeah, exactly. Every day, dude. One of my teachers, dude. Oh, check this shit out, dude. I did it right, because like I've shown you my art before, and like I did scholastics and stuff in high school. I was okay. I was an okay artist. I was a better sketch artist.
Like you submitted it to those programs.
To scholastic, yeah, and did a competition and everything like that. So
you were basically famous.
Yeah, I was so famous, dude. So famous that no one knew me.
They call you Little Barry.
Yeah, exactly. It was like Jeff Bezos, dude. Famous. But Little Barry. little bear skew. But yeah, no, so my teacher, my 8th grade teacher, got pregnant. Now her assistant came in, or whatever, fill-in teacher for the rest of the year. She came in for half a year almost. And she saw my drawings one time and was like, hey, do you know about Pokemon? I said, back the fuck up, bitch. Don't ever ask me that again. Yes, I know about Pokemon. And she's like, would you draw Pokemon every day for my son? I said, of course. What's the catch? She said, no catch. You don't have to do homework. What? I got 100%.
I'll take it.
Everything for half a year, dude. Just to draw, like, dude, she'd come in with the Pokemon name every day. You know what I mean? And I knew every Pokemon. I was, like, super into Pokemon. So like from memory, and sometimes they'd be like okay, but like most of the time I was like, dude, I'm impressing myself on this one with like my memory bank right here, dude. And yeah, it was pretty cool, dude. That was something I enjoyed. But I was weird like that, you know. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I had like girls coming up to me trying to like talk to me, and I was like on so much like focal in and stuff like that. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm drawing a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
I have like an artistic mind, as in I like to think about things in abstract ways, but my mind's too linear to actually be an artist.
yeah.
You
You do.
such a direct.
Yeah, you're a very concise person, which is not artistic. You know what I mean? It's not art. Sorry, I shouldn't say it's not artistic.
I love arts.
Yeah,
As in
you can appreciate it
more than most, especially
Yeah.
music. How much I like music.
Yeah,
and how
I'd say yeah.
You know, but I'm not musically inclined whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless it's just to any degree. Lyrically I could be, but you know, I'm not.
Yeah.
I can't go and make a song.
So I mean, you look at yourself, and you're a lot more organized as a person. That's the thing. So you take what is it? So like there's like artists use more left brain, I think, and you know, everybody else uses right brain. That's so like if you're artistically inclined, you're like this, and if you're, dude, I'm trying to think of the word. Like, what's the opposite of artistic? You're like
Computive.
I guess, yeah,
I don't know.
But like, so yeah, that, and you look at your lifestyle, you're a lot more clean, and you know, and you keep everything pretty tidy, and you're a lot more calculative about what you do, about what you say, about everything. And me, you've been inside my house, you've seen my room, dude. It's like I'm a fucking mess, dude. Mm-hmm. But like I think that's what makes my mind work in an artistic way, is that I have so much going on in my fucking head. I never have a moment that's like, everything's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything's done. So it like kind of like just pushes ideas into my head kind of thing. I don't know. That makes sense.
Yeah, I fade off into thoughts, not necessarily artistic ones. Just more of analyzing. I can sit there and think about somebody or something somebody said for an easy hour on my own.
Can you really?
Oh, yeah.
Are you fucking... You know how long I can?
Huh.
Under 3 minutes.
Oh.
I swear to God, I can do it for under 3 minutes. And then after that, dude, I'll have a really real thought. You know what I mean? Like, dude, let's say somebody passed away and something like that. And I'm not saying that like I'm over it in 3 minutes. No, that never happens. But I'm not over it for months and months and months. But it's like I'll have that thought for 3 minutes, and like if somebody comes into the room or something like that, my mind is completely off it for a second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't take much to kind of veer me from that mentality, dude. It's very weird. I don't
think, I mean, for me, that's not that hard either, but especially when it's separating it from work. For me, that's pretty easy.
What do you mean?
Just as in letting things, you know, as in you have that 3 minute mindset. I can do that too if you're in the right setting, you know.
Sure.
So if if something fucked up happened, you have to go right into work. Sure.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, but I mean, that's
I'm
probably
just saying
you
more,
probably think about it the whole time while you're at work, dude. Like, I don't. That's the thing. Even with work, dude. Like, somebody could say some shit to me. I've had this happen before, where like somebody says some like really like left field kind of shit. I'm like, whoa, hey, what'd you just say? Like, what'd you say? And then I don't have time to address it. And then so 3 minutes passes by, and it's gone because I haven't worked it through in my mind or anything like that. So.
yeah, I guess maybe I'll process it for 5-10 minutes, but then after that, I don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, it's not worth my time.
Yeah. Usually, it is worth my time. Well, in my in my perception, I'm like, I want to get back at them. Like, fuck you for saying that, and fuck me for not having anything back to say. Because usually I'm the most witty person when it's like, if you fucking say some shit to me, I'm going to fucking retort with just...
I guess, that's
shit.
something that's different between me and you. Is it's some maybe more of when I think people, especially where I work, it's more how they come off rather than what they say directly. Yeah. Where with you, that sounds like people say things directly because of things, especially if they're on my level, as in they don't have any superiority over me, and they decide to say something to me. Yeah. Clap back.
Yeah.
Right
exactly.
away. I don't care. I'm not worried because
check yourself. You know what's really fucked up that I do in my head? I come up with things in my head, and I have them about everyone, about you, Ethan, dude. That if you ever did say some shit to me, I instantly already have things to say. You know what I mean? Yeah. I it's something that I don't do consciously, I guess, dude. I don't like sit there and I'm like, what do I have on you?
Well,
you know what I mean?
It's just something that makes sense in that situation. It clicked at that point.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like my brain has like these go-to things that are just like, hey, my boss said this. Hey, well, aren't you cheating on your wife? Not really. My boss is not cheating on my wife. Or on my wife. He's not cheating on his wife. I don't even think he has a wife. No, he doesn't. But like, stuff like that. Just like, it's like, hey, you tell me something, and then it's just memory bank. Hey, I'll use this later if you ever fuck with me, dude. I don't know. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad mentality to have. But
so what was the thing that you had with me?
I don't know. Just a bunch of shit. A bunch of shit, probably.
Just now?
I
thought that's what you were getting at.
No.
I thought you were saying that you had
You're
something
cheating
right
on your
now.
wife, dude. That's what I have.
You caught me.
I got a bunch of shit.
Well, I guess
you're probably the least out of everyone. You know what I mean?
What?
That I could have something to say back, because you don't really have that much.
I don't do enough.
You don't have enough sway room where it's like, I can make fun of things that you've done or the way that you act sometimes. You know what I mean? That's about it. That's about it.
Well, that's why I think that a lot of people, ever since it started in high school, people would call me dad. Yeah. Instantly, but that's just because I'm not the most interesting person in the world in that sense, because I don't veer off out of direction very much. Yeah. I stay in my own lane. Yeah.
Well, you're a lot more. I think you're a lot more paternal of a as an entirety. Your whole personality is a little bit more paternal. You're a little bit more. You're dad-like, You're just fucking dad-like, dude.
I'm an old man.
Shut your mouth on that, dude. Shut the fuck up. No, you're just like dad-like, dude. You just fucking. You're like. You have your opinions, even though you shouldn't have an opinion on that.
Very true. I pull up my pants to my belly button.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure my socks are as high as they can go.
Yep.
And I'll fucking let you know.
Yeah.
So for this week, we weren't going to do any reviews. There's nothing that really came to mind, but I found
review.
Were you going to review? I asked if you had anything.
Kidding. Well, maybe I'll talk about a video game or something.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. I just played a good one. But anyways, continue.
I started trying to fine-tune my Reddit so that I can find really interesting articles, things that are recent, didn't happen a year and a half ago, but right now, just crazy things, which I found a few of them we're going to end up digressing, obviously, so they won't be back to back to back. But so the first main one that I found interesting was so the title of the article is that more than $1 billion worth of ice hidden in speakers from Thailand is seized in Australia's biggest ever meth bust.
Oh, dude, I was about to ask, like, ice, real ice, or meth?
No, methamphetamine.
Wow, dude.
So
wait, how many pounds?
It doesn't say pounds yet, but it's over $1 billion, more than $1 billion
worth
of meth.
And that's just...
There's pictures I can show you.
I wonder if they put it in a valuation of how much the meth user is paying or the meth dealer is paying for it.
I'm not sure. Probably what the
Because if it's
meth
meth
paid.
dealer, that's a shit ton of meth, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna show you. There's probably the way to describe this. The amount of wooden pallets that things get shipped on. The 4x4 pallets.
Like Gaylords.
I've never heard them called that, but people know either one then.
It's a pallet.
But so a pallet, there was meth stacked probably like 5 feet high on 7 pallets.
Really?
Yeah. So
is that all of it? Or do you know if there's more?
I don't know if there's more.
Probably more, dude.
Just to go into this article, read some facts. I will.
Okay. All right.
You gotta let me read the article.
Well, dude, I just want to see it.
I'm reading. It's just shut up.
I want to see it first.
I'll show you. I haven't gotten down to the pictures yet, boy.
Guy.
So, 2 men and 1 woman have been arrested. More than $1 billion. $1 billion. Let me see. So 2 of the 3 suspects were corrupt customs agents. Mm-hmm. So that's what they've been. So they have been doing it before. They just got caught this time.
Yeah.
Because they were stuffed in speakers from Thailand.
Yeah.
So this article is pretty repetitive, but I guess the biggest thing of it all is that these customs agents had the balls to sneak in over $1 billion worth of fucking meth.
Yeah.
Which here's some of the pictures now. But it's the most massive drug bust ever on shore in Australia.
Oh, so they caught it in Australia.
Yeah, this is in Australia.
Okay.
I think it
so
was in
that wasn't
Melbourne.
even all the meth that they probably shipped out from that harvest.
No,
Dude,
that was
just
probably one
just to
fucking-
Australia.
Yeah.
That was just to supply Australia for a day.
There's a huge meth problem over there, I think.
Probably, I'd assume so.
And opiates.
Whoa, dude! And there's like pink meth. There's green meth. There's gold meth. What the
rainbow
fuck?
meth. Like the
That's really weird, though, dude. How is it not all the same colors?
Well, it's probably because in that large amount, dude, they're probably getting it from a few different makers, or there's a few different people making batches in a facility.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be the same exact product every time.
Okay.
I would
Yeah,
imagine,
that's
'cause they're
true.
not
But how does
full.
it come out? Well, yeah, dude, meth is like it's all like synthetic stuff, or at least what Breaking Bad has taught me. It's just like a bunch of chemicals that you buy from the store. So there should have been a green chemical, that they use.
I think they displayed it pretty accurately because they showed it many different ways that you could harvest it, because they showed
Breaking
it the
Bad?
original way where they did smurfing with collecting all the cold medicine, bringing it together. That's how they...
Dude, it looks like a bunch of cotton candy, dude, in bags.
Like hard pack cotton candy bricks.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, did you see the... No, you haven't, because you don't have Netflix. The new El Camino movie with Jesse Pinkman.
The
Breaking
new
Bad,
one.
yeah, it's a Breaking
El
Bad
Camino.
movie. Yeah. Did you watch it?
No, because I don't have the Netflix, remember?
You do. Just watch it.
Okay, fine. Give me it on my phone.
Yeah, I will.
So that was a crazy article.
Yeah.
I just thought that was pretty interesting. Some of these articles, man, I've hated. I don't know how these people make a living
Yeah.
writing articles, because it's the most boring, repetitive shit. Mm-hmm. They'll caption a picture, and then the paragraphs below it, they'll write a paragraph about one sentence in the caption.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
it's just so annoying.
It doesn't
Oh,
it doesn't ensnare
so
like what
someone showed 3,200 pounds.
So it's 3,200 pounds. Can you imagine? Dude, what weighs like 3,200 pounds? A car filled with no engine parts, nothing. You know what I mean? All you got is very light plastic around, the morphing of a car, and just filled up with meth.
Yeah.
Like the outer body of a car, made just of very light plastics filled with meth.
Just a meth fused car, like the stamps or whatever that push metal together.
Yeah.
Like whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, it wouldn't be the right density, so it'd actually be much larger than a car.
That's true.
It's like if you were to say, like, take that fucking mic and get it out of your face. Dude.
No.
You're literally like this. He's hiding behind the mic. Anyways, but
I can see you clearly now.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. Well, you got to think about like 3,200 pounds of weed, dude. Think about that. That's ridiculously large amount, dude.
That's more than this room, huh?
Way more than this room, dude. That's like, man, probably 100 pounds is no. 100 pounds is not as big as this room. Yeah, it's probably close to the size of this room. You know what? 3,200 pounds. Let's say.
I don't know. I've never seen 100 pounds of weed, so
I haven't either.
I wouldn't know.
I've seen
one day.
One. I've seen one
day.
pound. One big pound. No, actually, I don't even think I've seen that. I don't know. I don't know what the maximum amount of weed that I've seen in my life is. Probably not that much compared to, like a guy that grows weed or something.
No, you've seen more than one that grows.
What do you mean?
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, yeah. Good sarcasm.
No. My voice
lame.
is tired. I've been up since early today. I've been trying to keep it alive by drinking a lot of water and stuff.
Yeah. I'm going to swig your tea, dude.
Why do you have to have... That's what happens because you fill your water halfway up. So you're going to pour some out.
No, for energy purposes.
That's not... There's no energy there.
Tea? Yeah, there's caffeine. All right, go on to your next article.
Drinking my fucking tea. Jeez. Salty about that.
Yep.
So I guess I'll read you the article that's actually... It happened... It was posted today, I believe. Today? No, it was posted about a month ago. That was another article I was reading. It didn't turn out to be as interesting. But so this happened in Rochester Hills. And this woman
It's not where we live. Oh.
This woman was accused of biting off her friend's ear and viciously biting her face.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
As she hovered on all fours over her and said, "Sorry, but you're going to have to die today."
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and claimed to the police that she was playing a wolf and the victim was playing a vampire.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. So the chick that did it was 44 and the victim was 48.
Whoa, dude. That's like fucking like demon shit, dude.
Yeah, and here's a picture of the chick real quick.
Oh my god.
She just looks like a meth addict.
Allison Thompson Weaver. I think that's who it is. Hey,
Yeah.
any of you Rochester people. What the fuck, dude? Whoa.
So a caller told police he had heard two women fighting in the apartment above his.
Yep.
He said he could hear one person moaning and calling for help, according to officials. This article says according to the officer, according to the officials, over and over. So I'm going to try and skip over it, so if I stutter, that's what I'm doing. Deputies said they knocked on the door and also heard someone moaning and calling for help. They entered the apartment through an unlocked door and went upstairs. Weaver and the victim were in the master bedroom, covered in blood. The 48-year-old had several bite marks on her face and part of her left ear and had been bitten off, according to authorities. This is funny. He said, "This is very unusual," said Sergeant Jason Delvick.
No shit, Sergeant Jason. Wow. That's pretty weird.
Right. Yeah, this is normal. Yeah.
You know, this fucking guy goes to like every fucking crime scene like, that's it. That's a murder. Yeah. Yeah, there's a gun right now. Yeah, you got shot in the fucking face.
Oh, no.
This is... I'm going to rule this one as a murder. Why? It's an old person. They died.
Of heartbreak.
Captain Dipshit, dude. Lieutenant fucking
Lieutenant Diane.
Lieutenant Dingle fucking Barry, dude.
So he said, this is one of those cases that will be once in a lifetime for deputies. Police said Weaver was hovering over the woman on the floor next to the bed. Weaver was under the influence of alcohol or unknown drugs that had been recovered at the scene. Police said.
Yeah.
I hate how much it says that, dude.
They should have shot her in the fucking leg or something like that. I thought you were an animal. Oops, I thought you were an animal.
So she ended up getting charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, and assault with intent to maim. A fourth charge of assault by strangulation was added Tuesday during the preliminary examination. $75,000 bail.
Yep. That's not high enough.
No.
Nope.
It's probably because she can't afford that anyways. Like, even with all of her assets, they're just probably...
That's really weird, dude.
So her testimony, he was testifying. It wasn't that interesting. Basically, besides the interaction that he had with Miss Weaver, quick.
Yeah.
It was, he said, Hopkins said Weaver was completely nude and kneeling on the floor. The victim was only wearing a pair of underwear. Weaver...
It's not completely nude then.
Well, no.
Oh,
Weaver was nude.
Victim
was...
Yeah.
Yeah. So Weaver seemed to be in a happy type mood. She was having a good time. The victim was very quiet, almost appeared like she was in shock. Yeah, so
that's fucking horrifying, dude.
Oh, so
what a mess of a Tinder date, dude. That's what that sounds like.
They're longtime life friends.
Oh.
They've known each other for a while. Like, they were friends because their daughters went to school together when they were 6.
Yep.
When their kids were 6, and now her kid's like 18. So they've known each other for over a decade.
Wow, dude.
They just invited her over.
Wow.
Yeah, all she said was, Miss Weaver told me that they were having consensual sex and that the victim was a vampire and that Miss Weaver was a wolf. So that's what she said to the cop. And he also noticed, let me see. I noticed a large wound to the side of her left eye area and cheek. I also noticed that the outer edge of her left ear appeared to be missing. The wound on her cheek was approximately an inch in diameter. It appeared the flesh was completely gone, like it had been removed from her face, possibly bitten off. Which I need to get down to the list of how many different places she was bit. It was ridiculous. So prosecutors provided 10 pictures of the victim's injuries. So this is basically the end of the article I'm going to read. I just want to highlight how crazy this is.
Yeah.
Because this is just random. You don't see this every day. Especially,
sounds like a Twilight movie.
Or somebody on bath salts.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that just sounds like some possession type shit, dude.
Yeah, not somebody being drunk.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, you know the case of the bath salts thing? There wasn't even bath salts found in his blood. They just chopped it up for it being that. He's a youth pastor or something like that. The guy, the Miami zombie, you know what I mean? He's a youth pastor or something like that. Good guy. His fiance or whatever, her girlfriend, was like, he was amazing guy. Like, all, would come home, read the Bible kind of stuff every night. He wasn't like a druggie or anything. I think he smoked weed. That was it. So, I mean, that being said, he could have been drugged, could have been something like that. But, dude, it could be a bath salts thing. It could be some sort of drug thing. It could be a fucking fetish thing. It could be this chick is literally batshit crazy. It could be she's fucking possessed. I don't know, dude. Like,
Yeah.
That is beyond. That's fucked up, dude. Just,
Yeah, so here's the photos that they provided for the court. Just so, it's not very descriptive on where or, what exactly happened.
Yep.
Just saying where it was.
Mm-hmm.
So bandages on the forehead, cheek, shoulder, bruising marks on the chest and both arms. Wound to her right temple area, right eye swollen with a bruise, bite mark on her right cheek, lacerations on her jaw. heavy bruising around her neck and her left arm, bandaging in the left eye and cheek area, marks on her lips, lower cheek and left ear, injuries to her neck, scab. Yeah. So it goes on and on, scraping, scabbing, heavy bruising.
She's getting like torn apart, dude.
She had bite marks on her genitals. She had bite marks from basically her genitals up to the top of her head and scrapes and shit. So she didn't even remember that she was getting, she had her part of her ear bitten off. She didn't even remember that happened. So
because there was so much shit going on.
Yeah, she was probably in shock, and then the officers walked in. So the ear bite was probably one of the last things that happened since she didn't remember it. Because she remembered getting strangled and going in and out of consciousness.
That's horrifying, dude.
Right? So she was... But thankfully, somebody heard and called.
Yeah. 100%.
And got her. And from the pictures and all it did was show her face from the right side where she didn't get messed up real bad.
Yeah. Did it show? Can I see a picture if there isn't one on there?
There isn't one of her getting messed up or anything.
No,
it's
like
just
aftermath.
It doesn't have any. You can't even. Doesn't even look like anything happened to her.
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with somebody, dude, that they needed to do that to? I would hope that, the victim didn't have any part in this. And, that's horrific to, willingly do to yourself.
Here's her quick description, really quick, just of everything that happened real fast.
Yeah.
So I knew my cheek was gone, she said. I knew my ear was gone. I knew I couldn't move most of my arms. I had bite marks all over my stomach, my private area, my breasts, my back, my head, all over my scalp, on her right ear, on both sides of her cheek because the other side was bitten too, on her lip, her jaw, covered in head to toe dressing that had to. So basically, she was covered in head to toe dressings that had to be repeated 3 to 4 times per day, like changed.
Jesus.
From the picture, where's the lady's picture? I want to show you because it doesn't. That's the attacker. Never mind yet.
All right, imagine you're in bed with a girl. All right, she's like, "You want to role play?" Sure, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm not in that, but let's say, for instance, I am. And she goes, "Yeah, like I'm like you're like a vampire. I'm like a werewolf." Okay, sure, yeah, okay, rawr, yeah. And then she just starts biting your dick off.
Yeah,
dude.
and that's not even what happened though. She was lying, saying it was consensual sex too. That never happened because the chick came over fucked up. And the first thing she did, the friend that did this
victim.
to her.
Oh, came over.
Like the attacker came over.
Like drunk or whatever.
Drunk. And then she, the first thing she tried to do was say hi. She set everything on the table and came up and tried to tongue kiss her. She's like, no. And she was a good old friend, so she just kind of shrugged it off, didn't really say anything. And after a while, she made a couple more advances, and she was annoyed. And she's just like, leave me alone. I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah.
And went to bed, and next thing you know, she woke up to getting
bitten.
Strangled and all that shit. Yeah.
That's fucking horrific, dude. That's horrific, dude.
Yeah,
That's horrific. Dude. Hey, everybody, bring your kids to Rochester.
Sure.
It's the best place.
Yeah.
It's the best place.
The lights.
Yeah, exactly. We got lights and fake werewolves. We got... That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, I was just surprised that happens in Rochester.
Yeah.
You don't think of Rochester.
Dude, for you to be willing to bite some... Dude.
She had to bend.
I get it, bro. Sometimes people get fucking violent, okay? That's inevitable. We're violent creatures, you know what I mean? Like, that's inevitable.
Mm-hmm.
That shit happens sometimes, whether it be a bar fight or something like that. I get it.
Nerf war.
Now, dude, for you to be fucked up enough for you to be taking bites of flesh and not registering what you're doing
for an extended period of
and
time.
to be enjoying it. You said she was happy when the cop showed up or whatever.
Yeah.
She's in a great mood. Dude, that's fucked up. And especially to do that to a friend. I mean, dude, I couldn't even imagine doing it to a stranger or somebody you dislike, but to a friend, especially, you know.
Yeah, that's true. Just snapping.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it sounds like, dude, it could be a number of things. You know, like I said, a fetish, dude, could have been a very fucking.
I'd say it's something that came on like a mental disorder or something.
It could be, dude. And I mean, dude, that's kind of what we try and push in this show is like, you know, working on yourself mentally. And I wish both of them nothing but the best, dude. Because, you know, that's horrific for her friend. I hope her friend never hangs out with her ever again, to be honest.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I would never.
Especially since your friend, your daughter's friends with her kid too.
Yeah.
So if she were to ever go over.
Oh, I'd never let my daughter around her again.
And I would never talk to her either.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly. Exactly. I say you can be friends with her daughter.
At school.
As long as her daughter doesn't, you know, pick up anything from her mom. If you start noticing that she's acting fucking weird, get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean?
Like if her mouth starts to foam.
Yep. She starts tackling you. She starts fucking trying to kiss you, dude. Maybe take a note of it.
That's okay. It's 2019.
Yeah. But if she starts kissing you, dude, that means that she might start, and you're not digging it, and then you say, I'm going to go to bed. Maybe, you know, kick her the fuck out. Don't let her fucking maim you. But, I mean, dude, you're still the victim. I hope obviously she gets fucking counseling and, you know, figures that shit out. Because it might not be figure outable. You know, she might want that fucking life. I don't know. You know? I don't know.
I find it just trying to think about it from her side, the way I've been trying to put myself in her shoes.
The
victim.
Okay, the victim, yeah. Yeah.
Just how would you deal with that after the fact too? Because I would treat that as pretty much home invasion, you know?
Yeah.
So even though it was in a very specific situation and it was that crazy person,
yep,
and you let them in and you didn't know, but still after the fact, you'd still be on your toes. I'd be on my toes for quite a while.
Yeah.
I'm still on my toes now, and I have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, exactly.
Noises.
Dude, that's freaky, dude. That is freaky. And that makes me, dude, I mean, I guess I have to reevaluate some of my friendships, dude, after that. Like, okay, do you seem like you'd fucking bite my face off, dude, if I let you spend the night? Probably not going to hang out with you anymore. No, okay. Guys, I would never do that. You know, most of my friends, why am I saying most? All of my friends would never fucking eat my face, dude. I'd hope, you know.
Well, you can say most because you never know what happens.
Yeah, Trev, hey, stop looking at me like that. Stop looking at me like that. No, but dude, that's like some real Twilight shit, you know?
Yeah.
I'm the vampire, you're the you're a vampire, I'm the werewolf. Rawr, yeah, I get it. That's like straight up out of the Twilight book, dude. It's page ripped out, you know?
I would love to just be able to sit back seat, you know, right in her brain, see what was happening at that point in time.
Yeah, dude. Ugh.
That's what I'm hoping for is eventually in the future.
What?
I would never want it done on me, but like if you could somehow
have
like if you were to manually plug in, connect a couple neurons to your brain or whatever, nodes to your brain, and be able to go back into memory.
Oh yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and be able to feel what she was feeling,
or just be able to visualize or understand, not even see anything, just process.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
but that's also scary. I wouldn't want that at the same time.
Minority Report type shit, dude.
What?
It's like some Minority Report type shit.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, dude. Never mind. Everybody else will know the reference. You won't know the reference. I'm sorry.
I'm sure plenty of people
won't
know.
Tom Cruise. It's a movie, Tom Cruise, where he like
that's why
goes into the future. Something. I don't know. He does something. There's a really cool thing where he just went and did something. Okay, that's
sick,
the movie.
Dude.
Yeah,
I'm sold.
It's a really cool movie where he goes and does something. That's it. That's the movie.
I like it.
The summary on fucking IMDb. Yeah, this is a story about Tom Cruise, and he goes and does something.
I mean, with how many movies he's been in, that's a worthy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
oh,
it's pretty much what it is at this point.
he did something? Okay.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
behind it. Anyways.
For now.
Yeah. Do you have any other things?
I mean, there was another one that was kind of interesting. That was just more of talking about some stuff that's happening over in the Middle East.
Yeah.
But it has something to do with us. But we ended up seizing from Iran. We ended up seizing guided missile parts that were headed for Yemen. Which so now the U.S. officials are considering deploying more naval ships and up to 14,000 troops to the Middle East in order to fight against Iranian hostilities as early as this month. So part of one of the clauses in the UN deal that they have, that Iran has with, that Iran has with the UN, they can't ship any missiles or any kind of explosive or any weapons to any form of Yemen. I forget what they're called. How are they pronounced?
Haji?
No, Houthi. That's it. Houthi. Houthi troops.
Okay.
So that's like
Hummus?
Yeah, hummus.
Hummus.
Is that how you want to come off?
No, but there's a group called Hamas. You know about them?
Hamas is.
Well,
Hamas is ISIS.
It's a city. No, it's a city, and it's a group called Hamas. It's not ISIS.
It's another term for ISIS.
It's like its own thing. It's a new terrorist organization, I believe. Look up, is Hamas ISIS? Is it Hamas the
How do
same?
you pronounce? I mean, spell it again.
I think it's HAMMUS or AS or something. Hamas. I don't know. But a dude that I work with actually is from Hamas, and he's like, dude, that shit's crazy. He's like, I'm glad I left when I did. Because it got bad there. But anyways. Oh, dude. Whoa. Speaking of...
No, I'm thinking of a similar word then. That's not... You're right, Hamas. It's only one M, so just
Okay.
HAMAS.
Okay.
Not two M's.
Yes.
I'm trying to
And
think of what it...
It's a separate organization?
Yeah. Because... But they're Hamas and ISIS, they still both hate Israel.
Mm.
I'm trying to remember what the other term was. It was something for ISIS. It was like another short word that was like that, just 2 syllables.
Mm.
I don't know.
Speaking of werewolves and vampires, though.
We're not
Do you watch anime? Have you ever watched anime?
No.
No.
I mean, I've watched a few things.
Okay, dude. There's a new thing on Netflix. No, it's not even new. It's from like last year. It's a really good anime that I've been watching. It's actually about werewolves and vampires. But you remind me of it. It's called Sirius the Jaeger. Oh my god, dude. I don't know. You ever watched Attack on Titan? Dude.
I don't watch anime.
I know, but it's so good, dude.
I know.
Anime's so good.
That's something that every single person that's ever asked me about anime has said is, yo, you haven't watched that? No. But it's so good.
Yeah.
I don't watch anime. I'm not into that type of
Yeah.
stuff. But it's so good.
Yeah, but you haven't tried.
I've tried watching some.
What have you tried?
There's whatever Howl's Moving Castle, the
Okay, that's
the
pretty-
Black
that's pretty
Butler.
good. Okay, that's pretty good one too.
And then there's this one that's only, I think, a season where it's like all these kids that are in like some boarding school. It's only like a season long, and one of the girls is like, each character's like themed to be like the epitome of a certain sin. I guess, in their
Oh.
culture. I forget what
Yeah,
it's,
dude, I know what you're talking. I haven't watched
like
it.
one
but
of the girls
I've
is
had
all
somebody
about
recommend-
herself. Like she always looks
Yeah.
at the camera in
Yeah.
every single scene.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like whenever she walks in, it's all about me. You know.
Yeah.
I forget what it's
Yeah.
called. So I mean, I've watched them. They're just too
Over energetic kind of thing.
and
for you.
high key unnecessary. It's like sitting at
Yeah.
a high school lunch table that's only the freshman girls. You know, like that's how I feel.
Yeah,
because it's so high upbeat.
But there's really like somber animes.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, there's some I really enjoyed. Like I would say some people. I don't know how some people would say it isn't, but to me it is just like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh man, that's
I
an
used
anime.
to watch that show before I go to school every
That's
morning.
the shit. That is one of the best, I would say, shows in general, and that is an anime. It is done in anime style, therefore it is an anime.
Yeah, it's
not
just
because
it's not as
well, anime actually just stands for cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally just what they call cartoons in Japan. So it is an anime, it is a cartoon, it's whatever it wants to be, dude. You can call Cow and Chicken or SpongeBob SquarePants an anime. You know? But they have now subgeneralized it to anime is this specific art style.
It's more like the K-pop version.
I guess. So why is it
cartoons now.
Korean?
I don't know. Just the way that the music is, it's the same hype.
There was a girl that I dated for a little bit, dude. I
She
didn't
into
really tell.
K-pop.
Yes.
Oh, Lord,
I've never
Lord.
even really told you about this because it was very short. It was like 2 days.
I'm mad
know
at
what I
you.
mean? Dude. It was really weird
How
because
long
like
ago?
probably about 3 years ago.
I'm really upset.
Yeah, but anyway, so I started hanging out with her. I was like, you know, she had told me she likes K-pop and whatever. There was a couple songs that she played that I was like, that's a good song. That's still a really good song. You know what I mean? Whether it be Korean or whatever, it's just like a rap, dude. It's almost like who's that one dude that you showed me? It has the feel of that one. Let's just pick it up.
Jeremy Zucker or whatever. his
Oh
name is.
yeah. Okay, so it had the feeling of that, but it was in Korean, and then it had a little bit of English in it. You know what I mean? It just had a good vibe to it, and I was like, all right, that's cool. But then like she threw on some other shit, and I'm like, what the like, shut this the fuck off.
Like you're playing to like
first off, we're in my car. Don't be playing this. Don't be playing this. You're driving in your car, you can play whatever you want. But no, this is my car. No K-pop allowed anymore in my car. But anyways, yeah, dude, it's really funny though. Like, I think that was kind of the thing that threw me off the most because I ended up just like not talking to her after. I was just like, yeah, like I went on one date and then it was kind of cool. Like we had good conversation. Then the second date was literally all about K-pop.
That's what I was gonna say. Is
So.
that's what bothers me a lot.
It
is-
becomes your whole life.
it's with people that are in genres that are like that. You know,
Yeah.
they're just when it comes to K-pop or
Yeah.
a lot of art inclined stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people they make it about them because I'd see a lot of people
That's
when I
all
went
that
to
they-
school.
Yeah.
They'd start running in the hallways like characters
Naruto?
from anime and stuff.
the arms
and,
behind
like,
them?
Yeah, behind their back and just be like,
Dude,
you
they
have
were
to
getting
do
ready
that?
for Red Area 51, dude.
do you do you need to do that?
That makes you more aerodynamic,
I mean, if
dude.
that makes you happy, I guess.
Makes you more aerodynamic, dude.
yeah,
No,
but
kidding,
I'm
it does
you know
not.
run into class. Like
It's
they would-
actually way less effective because you're actually having to stabilize your body while you're running into it because you're
your
bending
center
over.
of gravity is
Yes,
not.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're not running at 45 miles an hour. If you're running 45 miles an hour, sure, run that way because you're going to have force pushing back on you, which is going to easily stabilize you. But you do
that's
not
if you're,
run
like,
at
running down a
45 miles.
dune.
Yeah, but dude, even at that, you can't run 45 miles an
Yeah.
hour down a fucking dune.
Well, you can. Some people have gone that they have 15-foot strides, man. They're just poop, poop, poop.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I've ran down dunes before and it's fast, but let's say realistically, when you're running down a dune, you're probably running at about 25 miles an hour, even when you're going fast. Realistically, a human really only runs about 16 miles an hour.
There was somebody that just clocked going like 23.
Yeah, a fucking superhuman, dude.
He wasn't a superhuman.
Yeah,
the guy that was in the video.
Dude, I that's what I'm saying on flat ground. Humans usually clock out about 16.
I'm easily 45.
Okay, yeah. Then start Naruto running. That's gonna be more effective for you.
Yeah.
But anyways, they do make it their whole life. But you know me, I don't. This is probably the first or second time that I've been talking to you about me watching anime. I watch a lot of anime too, so it's not like a. It's not like yeah, I watch it every once in a while. No, like, dude, I watch it maybe like at least 10 hours a week of anime, dude. I don't know.
Weird flex.
Weird flex, but okay. No, it's not. It's definitely not a flex, dude. I just keep it to myself because it's just like I don't want to be like. There's a dude that I worked with that was. When I told him that I fucking watched anime, biggest mistake I ever made. You know, because everything that he talked about from then on to me was just anime. I was like, dude, I like talking about it sparingly. You know what I mean?
We both. Are you talking about somebody?
No, you never worked with him. No,
because there was a kid that we used to work with back at Chicken Shack, dude. That
was
like
Jensen.
Yeah, it was just
He'd dress up as fucking Master Chief, dude. That dude is badass, dude.
He was so dope.
Jensen's
but once he found out that we liked some superhero video games and movies.
Oh yeah, dude. He'd come up to me, fucking check what I dressed up as, which was always cool, dude. Honestly, cool, I always liked everything they showed me. I was like, dude, that's super dope. Actually,
I wish I could him on Reddit. When he was walking around downtown, in the Master Chief suit, walking his dog, dude.
Yep.
I was like, dude, that's so sick.
Yeah, exactly. He actually became like internet famous, dude. Yeah, based on whether just being different, dude. He was the perfect amount of different. Well, not even perfect amount. Every amount of difference perfect, but dude, he was like
he was doing himself right.
To fit my fucking thing. Mm-hmm. He was the perfect amount of different. Where I was like, I would love to hang out with Jensen, dude, because he's such a genuine person, dude. Such a genuine person. He doesn't care what you think, dude. That's what I loved about him, dude. He didn't care what you think. He liked really cool things. He'd express himself however the hell he wanted. There were things that were questionable, but just.
At least he had the balls to be himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Which that's what I always respect in kids that are young.
He'd bring in that fucking porn book, dude. Remember? Mm-hmm. He'd bring in his porn book and read it while he was working. It's super cool. I never looked at it. I don't even think he let me look at it, dude.
Okay, it wasn't even necessary. I wouldn't even call it. It was more like erotic manga.
No, it was only text. It didn't have any pictures in it. Yeah, it wasn't a manga.
It wasn't?
No, a manga has. It's like
I thought it was manga. It just the cover to me it looked like.
No, it was like it's just full text, dude. It was just porn. It was an erotic. It was an erotic novel.
Erotic novel.
Yeah, based with manga characters, I'd say, or whatever.
I got you.
Yeah, so it had like Susune.
Oh. So what do you think about furries?
Oof. Do whatever you want. Just don't ask me to do it ever with you. If I found a girl, if I found a girl that's beautiful and she was amazing, but then she has a fucking furry fetish, wish you the best life. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, I thought you were about to say you could even make an exception and be like, the fuck you would.
No. Hey, have a great life.
Yeah.
Maybe in the next life. Probably not. Probably not even then.
Probably fucks goats in the next life.
Yeah. Hey, dude, you do whatever you want. You do whatever you want, dude. I believe everybody deserves respect, and I respect it. Do I want a part of it? No, I don't want a part of it.
I guess I'm not even saying furries. I guess that was the wrong word. I'm talking more about the people that love to just pretend to be
an animal.
Yeah, I guess that's the
Isn't
wrong
that
word.
furry?
No, because furry is more of like they like to dress up.
It's like
kind of like
hey, it's like
cartoon.
one of the new fucking words, like trans-species or some shit like that. I think that's what it is.
Furries.
No. What you're talking about, trans-species or some shit.
I've never heard a term for it.
I don't know. I'm just coming up with the term now. Trademark.
I guess, yeah.
Trademark. I got the watermark on it. WB Warner Brothers symbol on it.
Because the furries they dress up in the big outfits and they do like TikToks and musical things and like anime styled stuff.
Well, no, furries like to dress up as a fluffy animal and then have sex, or sometimes not sexual. Sometimes it's not even sexual.
Most of the stuff I see is not sexual, but there is a lot of weird sexual. Like I saw this one the other day on Reddit. It's called. There's a subreddit. If you guys use Reddit, there's one that's just YF in hell. It's just people that when they post shit, it's a lot of like erotic furry stuff that they post. That anything that's showed as furry. Related. Yeah. And one of them was like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but it was as a chick, and she was like sitting on Santa's sleigh backwards, and she had like these just big ass round butt cheeks, and it was like barely showing before like the back of her lower lips were gonna show.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, won't you come ride me tonight? And I was like,
dude, I guess if it's in like a, here's the thing. I don't think that person's truly a furry. Dude, if you're doing like a sexy cosplay kind of thing, you know what I mean? If it's a once in a lifetime thing where you're like, I'm going to dress as a fucking reindeer. You know what I mean? And it's a once in a lifetime thing, and it's like a sexy outfit that, and maybe I could see myself joining.
No, these are like pictures that they take the time out of their day to draw up as erotica.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, this is a drawn image. Okay. I thought you were saying it was an actual girl.
No.
Just in like
they post pictures of like comics of like that furries make that are, some of them are sexual or some of them are just really awkward. Mm-hmm. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I guess, I was trying to get more at is the people that like to pretend to be dogs. There's people that like to pretend to be horses.
Yep. I watched a girl. This is the crazy dude. Can you turn on? Can you press the Bluetooth button and turn it up?
It's on. I think.
Yeah, but the Bluetooth volume's not up. You got to press the button again and say yes. Now turn up the volume, just like halfway on the. Okay, you gotta watch it. I hope I can find this video really quick.
I just like I don't know why they've just been on my mind as of recently, because I've been watching those people that are, watching people die inside compilations or just awkward.
Yeah.
I've been in that phase for the past week and a half or so, and I've seen so many people that are like that, and it's so weird how many people just encourage that from when they were a kid. They're growing up with it.
I guess they can do whatever. Yeah, I mean, they can do whatever they want, dude. I mean, we got one life to live, and like, dude, if you really like doing that, more power to you.
But are you doing
I don't want to be a part of it.
Are you doing anything great for anything else doing that though?
They don't need to.
I know, but what I'm saying is just like there's the video of the chick that she's totally, you could tell she's mentally together and she could handle a basic job and get things done. But growing up, she always wanted to be a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and now she has like that $5,000 Mutant Ninja Turtle suit, and all she does is she spent thousands of dollars in karate lessons to learn how to fight like a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
And like that's all she does is Ninja Turtle stuff.
That's super cool.
Or like the guy that's obsessed with Pac-Man, and every single Wednesday he drives around town with a megaphone out of his car and screams like, "Love Pac-Man, play Pac-Man." Just weird shit like that. If I had a kid that was like that, sure, for a little bit I'd let them have that. But once it got to a certain age, be like, all right, it's time you got to invest your time into something that's worth doing. I don't even care what it is. Go play a sport, do drama.
You got to see this, dude. I hope this is the right girl. She runs. Dude, it's actually incredible. how fluently she runs on all fours? Is that even on? Sure that's right. Oh, whatever, dude. Doesn't matter. Wait, dude. Okay. Let me see.
It doesn't even really.
No, it doesn't.
No.
You were doing the wrong one.
No, it wasn't. I turned it down.
Okay.
It was up, but I just turned it down because it didn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, whatever. But I'll just show you it. It's hilarious. We'll basically describe what she's doing.
She's bear crawling.
Dude, she like trots. She like
yeah.
She's like really good at it, dude. Her legs are almost the same length as like her arms. I mean, obviously there's some like bending of her knees.
I want to know what the person filming this is thinking. Like, oh, she's so graceful.
Probably her boyfriend.
Yeah, and he probably.
And she does stuff like that. Look at that jump, dude. Oh my gosh.
She probably felt so cool jumping over that table.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. Yeah, and there's a bunch of videos for doing that, dude. A bunch. There's like
maybe she could become like the first animal person Instagram personality influencer.
Like maybe. I don't know.
You never know.
But that's like the things that like I guess we're talking about is like that is like do whatever you want, but it's very fucking pointless. It's very pointless.
Yeah, it's just so because that's a hobby that even, just I can understand almost any hobby, even when it comes down to like.
Sometimes it's for money. Sometimes
some
it's
of it.
Some of it. Yeah, and sure, you might enjoy it and you might get fun out of it. I guess, it's pushing your body to do more jumps.
Yeah.
to gallop faster, I guess. But, just like a skateboarder, I guess.
Yeah, but that's something that's a life skill that teaches you something and you learn something. And you take it on to move on to further places where this person's just stuck in that
How do you
realm.
move on further with fucking
skateboarding?
Yeah.
It's tenacity, determination, learning how to different ways to look at just a certain. Most people, if your first year of skating, when you started out, you looked at a stair set, you saw 2 ways to do that stair set.
Yeah, but why can't she look at a picnic table now? Hey, maybe I can jump over that.
But it's all stuck in pretending to be a horse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And not being who you really are.
Yeah.
And not being what you really are.
Yeah.
But,
so
I mean,
just to finish the point, just as in there almost any hobby that you do can be a bonus. If you loved a fucking scrapbook, scrapbook, because you want to know what that's going to do? It's going to help your family lineage get passed down for a few generations and have memories that go down that, these are my great-grandparents and this is what they were doing.
Yeah.
Or just even skateboarding, just because you'll have cool clips of that. And also that's a sport to have knowledge to pass down to your kid and keep that sport alive.
Yeah,
because that's
soccer or whatever.
Or soccer, football, rugby, lacrosse, chess, whatever, boxing.
Any sort of sport or I get
Video
it, dude.
games, board games.
And that's something for you to do with, somebody else too. It's an activity that you can get closer to somebody with. Sometimes hobbies are that. They're not even just a solo project. They're something for you to get, like skateboarding, dude. It's like, sorry guys, also if I've been talking away from the mic a little bit. But it's like skateboarding even where it's like, it's a social thing. Soccer, it's a social thing. Football, it's a social thing. You know what I mean? It is to an extent. I mean, it is you pushing your body and doing things and working on yourself, but sometimes it is a social thing where it's like I get camaraderie with this. I get a brotherhood. I get a sisterhood. I get a place where a feeling of belonging. And I guess they have that same thing too, but it's not like something that you can be like when you have a kid and you're like, hey, son, you want to go fucking throw the pigskin in the backyard? Yeah, sure, Dad. Yeah. Hey, son, you want to go jump over picnic tables like a horse? You go jump.
I mean, I guess people can build relationships and doing activities like they're pretending to be horses,
Wanna
but that's
act like
like for people
equestrians?
that like to do that specifically already.
Yeah.
You know, so but it's not a hobby where
It's not a learned hobby. It's not something that you can get into because you're told to do it when you're younger. You know what I mean?
or like it'll apply to anything that you can do
Yes,
when you're older.
exactly,
Besides
exactly.
having fun doing that and hanging
Yeah.
around people that like doing
Yeah.
that.
Well, yeah, and dude, I get what you're saying about even skateboarding too. It's like perseverance. You learn perseverance, dude. Not giving up on something, even though it's almost impossible, and then you learn how to do it, even though it seems
And
impossible.
then you learn how to do it consistently.
And that can be applied to so many things. A job,
Yeah.
be applied to anything, dude. Pretty much any other skill that you want to learn, dude. You can just use what you learn in
Yeah,
skateboarding.
like I was saying, first year skating, look at a stair set. There's only 2 things you think you could do on it
Yeah.
or how you could hit it. And then
Yeah.
5 years in, you're like, there's 10, 15 different things you
Yeah.
could do off of
And
this.
then later, there's hundreds.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah.
That's why you see it.
It's
I
dude.
feel like
It's still.
skateboarders are
It's still.
underrated.
Still, I'm never gonna say fucking shun them, dude, or anything. Yes, it is a very fucking pointless skill to me. To
It's
me,
not
and
a
then maybe
skill,
to
it's a
that.
hobby.
Yeah. Hobby. Yeah.
Like I'm not
I mean, that's a
shunning them or
skill.
anything.
That's a fucking skill. That's a skill, nonetheless. I'm not gonna take it away from it. It's just fucking skill, dude. I can't do that. It's better than me. You know what I mean? That's something that you have to learn.
I used to bear crawl and stuff in football. And
Yeah, dude.
wrestling. I'm
Hey,
used
dude.
to
There's
that.
something that we used to call Wolfman Berrahou, dude. All my friends would say, "Hey, Wolfman Berrahou," and then I'd have to run on all fours for a fucking second, dude. You know what I mean?
I could see you doing that.
Now, I couldn't jump over a fucking picnic table like a horse, dude. Where she fucking prots up and with like she does it exactly like a horse. That's a skill. Hey, more power to you. You can fucking do that. Cool. That's amazing. That's amazing that you can do that. It's
I
not a
feel
skill
like
that's
I
going to
could
help you
see
later
you
on
do
in
that.
life, but that is still crazy that you can do that.
I mean, maybe if she's doing like a B&E.
I don't know. Anyways, fucking, let's finish up. Do the quote.
I'm just trying to see how you would read his name. It's exactly like a college football player. I like it. So this one, I guess it's a more of a quote about determination. It's just starting off. It's based off just determination. The thing about a hero is even when it doesn't look like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, he's going to keep digging. He's going to keep trying to do right and make up for what's gone before, just because that's who he is.
Is that it?
Yep, that's the entire quote. It was kind of oddly written.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't.
It kind of felt like it should have been another sentence.
I didn't understand it.
Huh?
I didn't understand it.
I did.
Can you read it again?
Yeah, I can read it again. Yeah, so the thing about a hero is even when it doesn't look like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, he's going to keep digging. He's going to keep trying to do right and make up for what's gone before, just because that's who he is.
Make up for what's
Yeah,
gone
for
before.
what's gone. That's the first time I've heard it said like that instead of for like what's happened.
Yeah.
It's like what's come and gone, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
You know? So it was oddly worded in a way. But it was by Joss. I've never seen that name
Joss
before. either.
Whedon.
Yeah, like Joss.
Is it Joss Whedon?
Yeah,
Is it
Joss
really?
Whedon.
Is it? Who the fuck is that, dude? It's the guy that worked in for like Marvel, dude.
It won't
That's
let
why.
me click on his
He's-
profile.
No,
or
Joss
anything.
Whedon's the guy that did like a bunch of Marvel movies. That's why he did that hero quote. Because they say that a hero can see me. Anyways.
Sound like Chris Pratt.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, we will talk to you next week. So
Yeah, that was episode 7.
episode 7, and hit that Twitter handle and Instagram stuff.
Yeah, so Twitter, series _surreal, Instagram, the surreal series, YouTube's the surreal series. We also started a subreddit, the Surreal Series, as well.
Yep. So if you guys have any cool things that you want us to talk about, I mean, just, I don't know how Reddit works, so just do it at us, you know? Throw it our way. Throw it at us.
Or just a comment.
Comment.
Still don't get very many comments, so I mean, even just a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Yep.
Even just whatever. Preferably a comment so there's more readable material.
If you thumbs down it, we know you liked it.
Yeah, you're just trying to be difficult.
I take the thumbs down as a thumbs up.
It's constructive criticism at that point. It's not a thumbs down. It's just like a... I don't know.
It's like a, hey, you're there. You saw it. Hey, you're there. You saw it.
You took the time to click that button, so clearly you care enough.
All right, guys. You have a wonderful week and stay safe. We'll see you next week.
Enjoy the beautiful weather. Why are you saying that?
This is a real series, baby.
Because the fucking I look like Taylor Lautner. So they were like, when I did that, they were like, hey, it's Taylor Lautner. He's turning into a werewolf, dude.
You look more like Pete Davidson. Than
Shut the
Taylor
fuck
Lautner.
up, dude.
How is that not a compliment?
You shut the fuck up, dude. Are you just taking what Jake said about me and using it? Okay, that kid Jake that I used to work with called me Pete Davidson when clearly I look like exactly like Devin Bostic. That dude that I've shown you a million times.
You look like Pete Davidson too, though.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
All right, whatever, dude. I guess I look like Pete Davidson, dude.
It's not a bad thing.
All right, whatever. I think
He's
Pete
a funny
Davidson
ass
looks
dude.
like a fucking little skeleton creature.
He doesn't. He's the same build as you.
Same build as me. That's
Yes,
not even
He just
true.
looks small because of the camera. And
He's
it's
taller.
always in
He's
back.
probably taller than me and fucking way skinnier, dude. You're gonna tell me,
You look like Pete Davidson.
dude. I'll show you a picture of me in high school, dude. And you're gonna tell me I
I'm
don't
not-
look like
I'm
Taylor
not even-
Lautner,
I'm
dude.
not- You don't.
All right.
I
Okay.
know people that look way more like him than you.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna say that.
We've had this conversation multiple times.
You haven't seen the picture.
Yes, we've had this exact conversation. Well, you haven't seen the picture. I haven't
You haven't seen the picture, dude.
I haven't seen it. That looks nothing like Taylor Lautner.
All right, dude. Whatever. They'd say I look like Taylor Lautner. It wasn't me that said it, dude.
But you're the one that's holding.
I believed it, so I went, okay, I look like Taylor Lautner,
and
I
we've
guess,
had
dude.
this conversation multiple times, and I've
Whatever,
never.
dude. You're the only person
You're
that
the-
says that.
No, you're this one that's holding true to it.
You're the only person that says that,
No,
dude.
I know a few people that have.
Oh, what, Garbs?
And
Who just
Mike,
wants
and
to-
people-
no, who
a
just
lot of
wants to
people at
look
the
more like-
Shack, a lot of people at the Shack.
No, no one else said
Yeah,
that. It was
that's-
just you and Garbs.
Yeah, no.
You just went,
Yeah,
hey,
okay
you don't
there.
look like Taylor Lautner.
You're making me not seem credible when I'm
You're
just
not
saying.
credible. He's
what
not a credible
you're
source,
saying-
people.
Yeah, okay there.
true.
Over exaggerator.
Nah.
Yeah.
Anyways, you guys are witnessing a fight. I'm gonna beat the shit out of Trevor right here. Anyways, but no, dude. What were we just talking about? Why the fuck did you get me sidetracked?
You were the one that wanted.
Yeah,
to
I
prove-
said, dude, I used to Wolfman Berrahou because people said I look like Taylor Lautner. You don't look like Taylor Lautner. Okay, whatever. Take away from the story. Take away from the story some more. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, that's it. Okay. That's
What you were saying.
That's
is
where
that
we're
you could
leaving
run
this
around-
episode.
Well,
dude.
you could say that you were running around.
Yeah, on
and
all
that you
fours.
couldn't
Why
do
is the
the picnic
reason?
table.
Because yeah. Okay, because people said I look like Taylor Lautner. That's why they did it. Said Wolfman Berrahou, go do that. I'm like, yeah, I'd run on all fours for a little bit. That's it.
And that you don't feel that you could jump over a picnic table.
I couldn't jump over a fucking picnic table. It's a skill, dude.
I-
Jackass.